Welcome back to a dual kill rank game. Actually, I need to look this one up. What is the average MMR? Where did my OPGG tab go? Did I close it? Oh, I closed my OPGG tab. Give me a sec. The game itself can wait. Need to look up the live game. So the tiering for this game is low gold. Both teams are around the average of gold 4 MMR. So this is gonna be a gold 4 rank game. There are gonna be players fresh out of silver. There are gonna be players that are still in silver. There are gonna be players that are hard stuck gold. And there are gonna be a small fraction of players genuinely trying to get out of here. But you know what? You do you, buddies. I wish everybody who's slow climbing the best of luck. Hope you get the yellow that you deserve. For some people that's iron, for some people that's diamond. Whoever you are, whoever they are out there, they will you will get there one day. Everyone can improve after all. The matchups are as thus. It is gonna be Fiora top against Ignite top Tryndamere. Jungle matchup is gonna be Kha'Zix against Lee Sin. Yasuo against the Echo mid. And MF Leona against Ashe Nautilus. So my first impression is that the solo lanes and the jungle core, basically the top side of cores of this game, are all very volatile champions. If they get a lead, they are gonna snowball the hell out of it. Tryndamere, in particular, can just be an unstoppable split pushing terror if he ever gets going. But Fiora can just start shredding people. Likewise, Kha'Zix versus Lee Sin, both are very strong early skirmishing junglers, and Kha'Zix just has insane bursts if any sort of lead is afforded to him. Mid lane Echo needs no introduction. He is certainly a very annoying champion to play against in all aspects of the game, and I've seen way too many Yasuos pop off for that to always be a possibility. Now, is this going to be a own team Yasuo or an enemy team Yasuo? I am casting. So, from my perspective, every Yasuo is an own team Yasuo, not an enemy team Yasuo. I very rarely see an Yasuo that pops off. Maybe he can prove me wrong. Maybe he can actually do quite well. Echo is going to get some free damage onto him. Yasuo tanking both sides of the Echo Q. I keep forgetting Echo's Q name. It's like Resonance or something. Z-Drive Resonance is his passive, so his Q is called Time Winder, was it? I don't remember. But there's a Tryndamere coming in, going for the crit hacks. One more crit finishes it, and he will get it! Oh, he actually gets the crit hacks and kills off the Fiora. He rolled the dice and RNG smiled upon him. That is such a risky play. If you don't get your crit, you might just tank a tower shot and die. But no, he banked on the 15% and he got it. He got rewarded with 2 crits, not just 1. And that is such a tilting way to die. Like I do feel for the Fiora in this situation. The crit hacks from Tryndamere can just randomly win you the lane. It's like the 1% crit rune era all over again, except only he can do it, and it's way more than 1%. And meanwhile, Echo's gonna come in for a swift solo kill onto the Yasuo. The Kha'Zix just sitting in the river brush going, huh, guess I don't have to do anything after all. But he's still gonna sit there. Is he anticipating a counter gank? He finally gives up waiting, comes in, attacks his 2 minions? Oh, what a guy. What a guy. He just sits in the brush, waits, and then he says, oh, come here, I'll help you push, bro, and just last hits 2 creeps. Oh, man. There's what a special player. I mean, yeah, he was helping the Echo push, but first of all, he waited too long. You want to help the Echo push, get in as soon as Echo finishes. Don't sit in the brush for like 10 seconds. And second of all, though that's not helping him push, that's just stealing CS. He just came in and started taking creeps. It was quite funny looking at it, but now the Fiora's coming back. What the crit hacks benefit Tryndamere again. He will spin away from this fight. He doesn't want it unless he has Ignite to kind of offset the trade here. Ignite is not going to be back up for a while. It's still got about 90 seconds left on its cooldown. Well, less than 90. It's got a minute left, actually. Something like a minute, right? Am I reading the radio timer correct? Yeah. It's about a minute cooldown left. But after a minute, if this Fiora is still in lane, she She might be in for a nasty surprise. Ignite is up so often in a top lane situation, especially when Fiora is matching it with TP. But the lunge gets the kill, and she will get the kill onto the Tryndamere. He steps a little bit too far forward and gets punished. And without teleport, Fiora can now shove this lane out uncontested. Echo going in mid lane for yet another play. He will take a tower shot on his way out, but he forces out the Yasuo's flash. He's stashing back in. Ooh, that is a very crazy and brazen Yasuo. Is he going to be punished here? Or will the Lee Sin make a play happen? He doesn't have the kick, but he warhops behind. Kha'Zix hot on the trails. Lee Sin might have run out of spells when you safeguard in. That is the risk you take. And he will be killed off. Yasuo cannot follow up. And that is going to be a free donation over to the red team's jungler. They are going to get rolling here. This game, it seems like. It's very minor early game advantages. These are champions that can't take it to snowball. It's not even so much that they get the gold, it's the fact that they take the enemies out and prevent them from gaining any. So when the Lee Sin comes back, he's going to find himself almost basically an entire level behind Kha'Zix, and that just cascades more from there. Kha'Zix is going to jump over blue team's walls and try to gank the Yasuo, but he will just walk away without too much incidents. And there's the Echo going in for an aggressive trade, and there is such a clean solo kill. Yasuo disrespecting the Echo damage pays dearly for it, and Echo gets that very, very nice kill. Yasuo even blew his own Ignite in retaliation, but there's just nowhere near enough damage. Echo, to add insult to injury, still has his own Ignite. So this laning phase just gets more and more unplayable for the Yasuo with every passing moment. It is going to look like one of those classic Mind Teams Yasuo from this perspective. Tryndamere, he's not level 6. Fiora's going to lunge in, take yet another kill. Even the Ignite is not going to help him in that trade. When you take such a lopsided bad trade, that's what happens to you. You just get solo killed off. Fiora is so good at killing single targets. Although I will say her time of solo killing the Tryndamere here has probably come to an end. If Tryndamere catches this blue wave, he will be level 6, I'm pretty sure. Just going off standard timings. He did die twice, so it might not be entirely correct. But as soon as he hits level 6, yeah, he can go for very aggressive plays into the Fiora. Fiora can't not really challenge him. She could probably still beat him if she cycles her spells correctly. Reposting the right set of burst, for example, proccing Grand Challenge and trying to out-tank Tryndamere's ultimate with her own heal. There are a few things Fiora can still do to win this matchup, but for now, Tryndamere holding a pretty massive CS lead, and he's got level 6, so there's Undying Rage. So Fiora might not be having the best time of her life pretty soon. Lee Sin will land the Q. He's not going to go in, and the Tryndamere is going to come in for an aggressive trade. He gets a crit on the bonk, taking almost 200 health away from Fiora in one slash. But the Fiora, not to be deterred, going back in for another aggressive trade. The Echo, ooh, he's diving a little bit too far. Is he going to Chrono Break? Oh, if he Chrono Break with the Ignite, that was a dead Yasuo, man. He's still going to go for it using the Chrono Break defensively. No, he flashes away for some reason and then presses the ultimate button. Seems like a wasted flash to me. And there it is, Fiora. The Grand Challenge is issued, but she cannot win it. Not against Undying Rage, and she learns that lesson the hard way. Flash in from the Tryndamere to confirm the kill as well. Fiora will be taken out in a solo kill. And Tryndamere, he's now pretty decisively ahead in this lane. It's certainly not a situation that the Fiora is too interested in. She needs some lifesteal, honestly. Just first item, Blade of the Rune King or Death Dance or something. Or, you know, Ravenous Hydra, which is the more standard pick. Oh, Lee Sin is going to come here to try to finish a kill. Yep, he does get it. No Undying Rage. Means that the Tryndamere overextends and offers his head up on a plate. And that was a 300 gold kill as well, because he just recently got a solo kill. Kha'Zix is going to hop over the wall, but he gets denied immediately and jumps back over. Lee Sin is catching up to him now. Kha'Zix certainly has been farming that fast, and now there's a Yasuo hot on his tail. This might not be a winnable chase for the Yasuo. He needs to back off, and that he does. There's a bigger problem in his lane. The Echo is quite a bit ahead. On bot lane, we haven't actually talked about that much. It is going to be extremely large CS lead, almost doubling Miss Fortune's CS just by being Ashe. And I suppose a better player, because I don't think you're supposed to lose that hard in CS ever. It seems like a very clear mismatch to me in this lane, when the Misfortune is just sitting back with the same CS as a Yasuo who's died 3 times in lane. And Ashe is just getting the world's amount of income handed to her on a platter. Something doesn't seem right to me about that bot lane. It's a little bit too big of a mismatch. Tryndamere is going to come in. The ignite does go on to the Monk. The Monk is carrying the Herald, but the Herald cannot save him from the angry man with the sword. Local man is far too angry to die there, and Echo will finish off the Yasuo for the 4th time. What else have we seen? Tell me something new, game. It's just the Yasuo being solo killed. Fiora will miss her lunge back into the target. Neither player is CSing. They're just fighting in blue team's own jungle. Kha'Zix too is invading, trying to get some advantages of his own. No dear. This is not looking good for blue team. It's when the solo lanes are snowballing, these are very volatile matchups. It's hard to come back. It's going to be all up to the jungler to kind of upset the momentum that red team is building. But so far he hasn't done too stellar of a job at that. Fiora's gonna try to get some trades back, but she is suffering in these matchups. She currently has no sustain of her own. It's just a Tiamat and a Tabai. It will make her somewhat able to trade, but it's not the most ideal situation. And the Ashe is going to land the arrow with the beautiful Dredge Knight from the Nautilus. A CC chain being applied beautifully, just cutting down the misfortune. She doesn't even get to farm this wave either. That's gonna be a plate over to red team as well. Such an early lead from all 3 lanes. For red team here. Blue team is just out of sorts here. Can't seem to make a play happen. Misfortune is gonna go back, going for her first item, Reaver. But still, she's so far behind in CS. It's disgusting. Now, if Leona was cheeky and fast enough, she should have just ulted the Ashe, like right there. She takes 2 tower shots, the stun goes down, the Ashe may have massively misplayed the Yasuo guns down. It's gonna be a kill. No, we'll go over to the Lee Sin. Oh, but the Ashe taking 2 tower shots for free in front of a Leona's face without Crystal Arrow, when without Depth Charge, that's gonna happen. And the Ashe definitely gets punished for her arrogance. Is that the right word here? And the reward here for blue team is gonna be a dragon. Dare I say it, maybe a ticket back into the game. Especially if Kha'Zix jumps in like that. Oh, he's gonna be shot down and killed off as well. And suddenly this leads in over 20 CS ahead of his jungle mashup. The Kha'Zix has just not been farming gold, or even farming kills, or even farming anything. He's just been doing nothing. Lee Sin has warrior done. Kha'Zix just now picks it up, but now he's, I don't know, he's still so far behind. Lee Sin hasn't even shopped yet, and he's tied on items here with the Kha'Zix. He has magical shoes as well, too. There's gonna be Herald drop down somewhere. I think a bot? Where did the Herald go? Actually, I have no idea where he dropped the Herald. The shutdown will go out onto the Echo as well. He overdives a little bit too far and gets killed off. That's 800 gold over to blue team. And suddenly, off essentially one series of plays, almost everybody on red team did their part to throw. Ashe threw a little bit, Kha'Zix definitely threw, and the Echo just overdives and gets 800 gold delivered into the Lee Sin's pockets. And suddenly, blue team, they might have a ticket back into this game. Darius, Tryndamere is gonna go for a dive. He will win it through the Grand Challenge. Fiora is still suffering in that lane. That might be the next point of attack here for blue team, and they know Lee Sin is on his way up. Can he make anything happen? The Tryndamere is level 10, but he's also very low. If the Lee Sin can get this kill, it will be huge. He needs to land the Sonic Wave. He doesn't! And the Tryndamere is going to spin over the wall and be just fine, and there's no catching him. Yasuo is coming to cut him down, but can he find him in time? The recall is being channeled. Lee Sin, he needs a blind Q. He will ward instead and get the shutdown. Beautiful kill to the Lee Sin, and he just suddenly got way richer. Instant Black Cleaver purchase on his back. That is a very strong monk. And like I said, if they want to upset the leads that the red team are building their lanes, he needs to kind of 1v9 the rest of the laning phase here. And he has certainly been doing just that, getting quite a bit of kills. He's killed everybody on red team, or at least majorly participated in their kill over the past minute and a half, and it's really paid off huge for him. Now the Nautilus going for an aggressive wave clear. She is going to have to use her depth charge to disengage that fight. But here's the Echo flanking in from behind. Time Winder does go out. He has to blow his flash and get over the wall. But is the rest of the chase already caught off? No, Yasuo is coming in for one last tornado. Not going to find the mark. Echo will make it out just fine. Lee Sin is going to clear out the pink ward. He's still strong. He should still be riding this power spike into making a lot more plays. Now Tryndamere once again has the Undying Rage and he has Reaver completed. That is a scary, scary man to be going up against. He misses the Mocking Shout and here comes a tower dive, but he will spin out. He realizes that's a very bad trade for him to take. And he will not opt into it here. But now here comes a 3-man dive. Is it still bad anymore? I wonder. Fiora needs to hurry, clear out that wave as much as you can and die for your country. She will be killed off here by lame ass Game the Echo, getting his 5th kill onto the board. And the Lee Sin arrives a little bit late to the scene, but he arrives nonetheless. He needs to get the dragons ready to disengage this, but he will just opt to flash out instead to save himself. That is not a winnable fight for him. Red team pings out the Herald. They are on their way there. Blue team will lose their turret. That is not their first turret taken, but it's worse, it's their second. And that's going to be their third. Towers just falling one by one, and blue teams are losing map to play in. Yasuo finally gets to hit the mid tier 1 tower, and he finds his spin at full health because he's been getting stomped all game. At least he needs to make a really great play yet again, because every time he's not on the map, the game just slips away from his clutches. Nautilus is going to find the Lee Sin in this brush. He's taking damage from the Ashe. He's being exhausted. He's been arrowed. He's taking damage. The depth charge lockdown is there. He will be killed off. That is disaster here for blue team. They had hope in their eyes, but it's now being taken away. Tryndamere is uncontested, pushing top as well. That's going to be 3 members bottom lane, but nobody is stopping the trend. This tower certainly will. He will pop his ultimate to try to tank it out, but is it going to be worth it for him? He needs to kill that tower. He ulted to make it worth. Echo come down here, cleans up 2 more kills, and this game, it looked promising for about half a second, and then blue team just taps out. Close game, lol, says the Misfortune. Thoroughly outmatched in the laning phase.